Hey, you're new around here, aren't you? Welcome to Flippers. How can I flip you off today? Oh, sorry. That's how we greet customers, or listeners, here. That's right, I'm talking directly to you. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dave Andrew, and I'm the manager of Flippers. You'll learn how things work around here pretty quickly. But first, let's talk about how I got this illustrious position, shall we? Well, for starters, I wasn't always so confident and handsome. No, scratch that. I was always handsome. I just didn't realize I could be confident. I applied to Flippers because I loved the place. I dreamed of working there with everyone, and I had a vision of being a top manager. The interview process was rigorous. Did you know that some fast food places have you do 3 interviews just to get hired? True story. Eventually, things worked out, and I was brought on as a drive-thru assistant. Little did I know, I was brought on for much more.
Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? God, there used to be proper food service in this country. I hate talking to machines.
Welcome to Flippers. How can I help you?
Finally! I want a caramel frappe and a fucking biscuit.
You mean a Flippin' biscuit?
Yeah, sure, whatever the fuck. Now hurry up, I don't got all day.
Yes, sir. Please drive to the next window.
Asshole.
He knows I can hear him, right?
Oh, don't mind him, Dave. You did a good job with your first order. Now, show me the coffee brewing skills I taught you.
This is Donald Waters, the former manager of Flippers. He's a softie. Luckily, he decided to take a chance on a kid with no experience. Unfortunately, this meant he wanted to give me the most experience possible. More on that later. You only taught me a few minutes ago.
Well, show me what you learned.
Understood.
Hurry up! I got a meeting at 15!
Of course, sir. That'll be $4.19.
Sure, here you go.
You're a few cents short.
Can you round up?
No.
Jeez, break my balls, why don't you? Here's a 5. Break it, and I want exact change.
Right away. Here you go, sir.
Fucking finally. Wait, this is decaf. God damn it! You know, slow kids like you shouldn't be working here!
And then he threw the ice drink right in my face. Yup, true story. I couldn't believe it. My first customer, and he splashes me with coffee. Mr. Waters couldn't respond in time, but he did give me some towels to dry myself off. I was more insulted by what he said, however. Slow?
Oh, sorry, sport. That guy harasses every drive-thru worker whenever he comes here. I think corporate sends him to test our new guys.
Did I pass?
Well, the last guy also had a frappe thrown in his face, so I'd say yes.
Is that why there was a job opening?
No. The guy we fired was caught watching porn at work. Anyway, since you're new here, I think it's time for you to meet the rest of the crew.
Right.
Dad, I swear to God, if you call me in on the same day as my rehearsal again, I'm going to kill... Dave?
Stacy? That is Stacy Waters, Mr. Waters' daughter. We've known each other for years, but I had no idea she worked at Flippers despite me coming here all the time. We're best friends, but I also have a huge crush on her. That's a secret between us, okay?
Yeah, I thought I told you I worked here, dude.
I think I would have remembered that.
Whatever. So, you work here now? About time you got a job.
Now, Stacy, Dave has already been a great help. He dealt with a pretty rude customer earlier.
Was it Sonny? Oh, I hate that fuck.
Hey, no blue language in the restaurant.
Whatever.
In any event, I see you two know each other. Great! Stacy's our top cashier. You can learn a lot from her. Your job for today is to let him shadow you.
Are you kidding? Dave can barely hold a conversation with me, and I've known him for years.
That isn't true. I talked to you over the phone for 30 minutes yesterday.
All you said was, yeah, and I don't know.
In any case, you're going to work with Stacy. Oh, there's also one more person I'd like to introduce you to before we get started with the dining room. Joan, come on out.
A very tall man burst through the back door. Someone who was my exact opposite. Loud, and for lack of a better term, eccentric.
Who messed up my broom collection?
Joan, it's just 2 brooms. I ordered a replacement one for the one you broke, and it should be here later today. You'll get used to him. Dave, this is John Fields. He's our opening and closing custodian.
Oh, I know him. He's in my grade.
He is? Isn't he like 20?
Yeah, I thought I told you this. He's a super senior.
Stacy thinks she tells people a lot of things. I think she's just forgetful. It's something I like about her. Yeah, anyway, John is erratic, but mostly harmless. That mostly explains why he's been held back twice. In any event, there was just one crew member left to meet, and he would be the scariest.
Shouldn't you introduce him to Albert?
Oh, right. I wasn't sure if he was ready for him.
Ready for him?
Into the frying bucket and all that. Albert, are you here?
You will address me as chef.
I can address you as pretty princess if I so choose. Now get out of your hole and say hello to our new recruit.
The man who walked out of the kitchen was none other than Albert Becker, a former Michelin star chef from France. I had no idea Flippers recruited such a high-profile chef, but that explains how they've stayed in business for so long. Rumor has it, he killed a man in Paris and had to flee the country. Still, I'm sure he was a reasonable enough man.
Fresh blood, huh? Let's see how long this one lasts. Here's some advice. If you can't take the heat, stay out of my kitchen!
Albert then walked away and began to prep the ingredients for today's orders. Stacy put her arm around my shoulders, to my surprise.
He's scary, but he's just a passionate foodie. I'm sure you two will bond over that eventually. Remember the quiche she made me? Ugh, it was so good.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right, everyone. Who knows what time it is?
It's go time!
No, it's 11 a.m., which means it's go time! Let's flip off!
Isn't that what John said?
It was time to deal with customers face to face, something I wasn't nearly ready for. Mr. Waters sensed this and decided to throw me into the proverbial fryer.
Dave, time for you to hit the register with Stacy.
What?
Come on, it'll be fine. Stacy, just show him what you do best.
Ugh, fine. Come on, Dave.
Right. Stacy then showed me all the buttons and how to send orders through the register. She was always so kind to me, despite my anxiety. She talked to several customers with the fakest customer service voice I'd ever heard.
Hi, welcome to Flippers. Can I flip you off today?
Flip me off?
Sorry, it's how we take orders. What can I get you?
Well, I'll have a double flipper with extra onion and no tomato. Can you do that?
I don't know, can I?
What was that?
I said, do you want fries with that?
Yes, and don't forget my diet senior soda.
Understood. That'll be $14.20. Cash or card?
Do you take checks?
What is this? $17.90?
What?
I said no. Cash or card only.
You know what? I'd like to speak to your manager.
Oh, okay.
Stacy then did a spin and put on a fake deep voice.
Hi, I'm the manager. What can I help you with?
That's it. You have just lost a customer, miss.
Have a nice day.
God, what a bitch.
Well, why'd you lie?
At some point, it just gets to be too much, you know? So you try to de-escalate the situation as much as possible.
That was what you call de-escalating?
If you got a problem with how I deal with customers, then show me what you got.
Oh man, okay. I was a nervous wreck, but I was in luck. My next customer was a kind and hungry fellow, and I just so happened to have the menu memorized from all my trips here growing up. The fact is, I really do love flippers, and it all sort of came to me naturally. Also, I wanted to impress Stacy.
Hello, I'd like a double flip with no pickles, a cola, and onion rings.
Sir, the double flip doesn't come with pickles.
That's great. Then just as is.
Great. Anything else you'd like? I personally really like the Flippin' dip.
What is that?
It's a spicy sauce for fries and onion rings. It's got a real zing.
Oh, that sounds great. I'd love that.
Awesome. Will that be all?
Ask if he wants it for here or to go. They love that shit over at corporate.
Right. Here or to go?
Here. I like the ambiance.
Me too. It's like being in a time capsule.
Right?
Your total is $8.17. Cash or card?
Card, please.
Thank you, sir. I'll bring it out when it's ready.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You just served your first customer. How do you feel?
Not that bad, actually.
Well, you certainly exceeded my expectations. I don't think I've ever heard you be that confident before.
I guess I treated it like a conversation about flippers. I really like this place.
Then get ready for what comes next.
What comes next?
Dave!
Apparently, Albert wanted to see me.
A flip and dip? No one has ordered that in years!
Sorry, I was just excited and I got carried away. Do you want me to tell the customer we can't make it?
A dog with its lower jaw missing can't make it. We will make the finest flip and dip this restaurant has ever seen. I will make the burger and onion rings. So watch close. But not too close!
Right! I had never seen such precision in his movements. At Flippers, we use fresh ground beef, so every patty's formed in shop. Watching Albert sculpt these patties was like watching a Renaissance artist in their prime. If, of course, they were working at a fast food place. He laid each topping on like he was putting a child to sleep, which was very counterproductive of a fast food restaurant, which I mistakenly noted. I had no idea each burger was so intricate.
It is why I scoff at the notion of fast food. When I make a burger, I make it a different way each time. What do you think was different about this burger?
I need to see more.
You said you loved flippers, did you not? Then what was different?
Oh, the pickles!
Right, glad you caught that. Seems like you've got a good eye. And now for the flip and dip. I need these ingredients. Mayonnaise, relish, Dijon mustard, barbecue sauce, pepper, and red pepper flakes. In that order!
What about ketchup?
No ketchup!
Sorry, I'll get right on it, chef. So I prepped the flip and dip. It took a few seconds to stir it, but it felt like an eternity.
Let me taste. It's salt.
But you didn't mention salt in the
A
ingredient.
good chef always adds salt to taste.
He didn't taste it yet, Albert. I think you did a good job. Bring it out to your first real customer, sport.
Right.
You don't need to baby him, Donald.
He's a good kid, Albert. Stacy talks about him all the time, and I want him to be comfortable. I think you can teach him a thing or two about confidence if you go about it the right way.
You didn't bring me on to be a life coach.
But I did bring you on to contribute to a kitchen again.
You know I have a Michelin star, right?
Had.
Whatever. Merde.
I brought out the food to the customer from earlier and eagerly awaited his first bite. He seemed to really enjoy it, until he tried the flip and dip. It was like watching a grape turn into a raisin. Is everything all right, sir?
I think I'm allergic to something in this sauce.
I'll go get help.
What happened?
I gave him the sauce and he started ballooning. We need to call someone.
It's fine. I have just the thing for this.
What do you mean? For some reason, Mr. Waters really didn't like involving police or medical personnel in Flipper's business. He ran into his office and grabbed a gun with an EpiPen attached to it. After blowing off some dust, he brought it out to the customer. It was honestly pretty scary, like watching a mobster work on a hush job.
All right. Stay still, sir.
After injecting him, his symptoms went away, almost like magic.
What did you do to me?
Gave you the flippin' kickin'. It's a special concoction in case someone reacts poorly to the flippin' dip. No one's ordered it in a while.
Yeah, I wonder why.
What was in it that could have caused this?
Probably the barbecue sauce. You put it in the right order, correct?
I think so.
You think so? Come on, Dave.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize my suggestion would cause so much trouble.
Don't stress out, Dave. Sometimes things happen.
But if I hadn't offered the flippin' dip, this wouldn't have... Before I could panic any further, Stacy grabbed my face.
Dave, look at me. You're doing fine. Just relax.
I was freaked out, but Stacy always knew how to calm me down. Thanks, Stacy.
Besides, if you killed someone on your first day, that'd be one hell of a story.
Stacy!
Kidding! Loosen up already.
All right. Dave, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh no.
You'll be fine.
I walked into Mr. Waters' office, expecting to be in trouble. What I got instead was something I could have never expected.
Look, sport, I know you're nervous, but you're doing a great job. So far, the worst thing that's happened is that someone almost died. That's pretty good.
Why is everyone joking about that? Does that happen often?
You'd be surprised. We try to keep things orderly around here, but honestly, I've been losing touch. It's why I'm stepping down later this month.
What?
Yeah, I've been talking with Flip, the owner, and he wants me to take over for him. I couldn't say no to that kind of promotion, but that means I can't be the manager anymore. So, at the end of the month, I'm moving on.
That's great. But why are you telling me this?
This is your first job, isn't it?
Yes, but...
You remind me a lot of myself when I started out at Flippers 20 years ago. This place took care of me, and I wanted to take care of you. So, what do you say? Are you down for the challenge?
Yes?
Great! You'll be working with everyone to make Flippers run better than before. And then, I want you to take over for me.
Sounds good. What?
All right, it's 8 p.m., which means it's go time! Again! Help out with the late night rush with John, and we'll talk about this more later. Okay?
Sir, what are you...
Did someone call for me?
I'm so confused. John managed to distract me from the bombshell that was just dropped on me. Me? Manager? I couldn't believe it. It was only my first day. I snapped out of my trance and headed to the back where John was waiting, trash bag in hand.
It's time to clean!
Are you okay?
Oh, it was like a reference. Don't worry about it. Now, let me introduce you to the ladies in my life.
Ladies? He opened the broom closet to reveal 2 brooms, one with a bow attached to it and the other splintered in 2. I had a faint guess of which one was going to be mine.
Ta-da! Meet Trisha and Abigail. Abigail's my favorite.
I can tell.
Since I know you're scared to death of people, why not let me clean the front today and you can clean the back?
I'm not scared of people.
Bro, buddy, if you weren't, you'd ask out Stacy already.
What?
I saw you two talking earlier. I can sense chemistry like I'm a teacher in New Mexico.
She was just showing me the ropes, nothing more.
All right, let's see what Trisha has to say.
Huh?
You gotta go for it, baby. Just ask her out. Wise words from Trisha. What about you, Abigail?
Is this going to be a thing?
I think it's fine that they're friends. What? That's crazy.
That's crazy?
Anyway, let's get to cleaning. You take Trisha. Feel free to ask me any questions.
Okay, thanks. I took a broom, and started to clean up around Albert. He seemed pleased with the arrangement.
They got you cleaning now, huh? Poor sap.
I'm just wearing a ton of different hats, I guess.
You know, I wasn't sure about you.
And?
And nothing. I still got my eyes on you, kid.
Right. I began to clean the floor when the broom, broke right in 2. I wasn't sure what to do, so I grabbed John and broke the bad news.
Trisha! No!
I'm so sorry?
You killed her!
I most certainly did not, kill the broom.
She was just a few days away from retirement. What are we going to do now?
Wait, didn't Mr. Waters mention that we're getting a new broom today?
He did.
So maybe it'll come before the place closes. Then you can have your broom harem again.
Broom? Harem? I like the sound of that! Thanks, Davy!
Please don't call me that. So, we worked together to clean with just one broom. I wiped the tables and John cleaned up after me. We made a good team until closing time approached, without John's new broom showing up. He was very upset, as he should have been.
Where is the broom? Where is my broom?
John, I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, Stacy?
Hey, don't rope me into this.
Please, how do I calm him down?
Ask Albert.
But he's scary.
Do you want to deal with John alone or not?
I mean, you could... Never mind. I'll go ask Albert for help.
What is it? We're closing the kitchen, are we not?
John's flown off the proverbial handle, and I don't know how to calm him down. Do you have any advice?
Have you tried hitting him?
No, I haven't tried hitting him.
Give him a good smack on the back. It grounds him. Trust me.
Okay, I'll try. So I walked back to the dining room, where customers were watching John angrily pace the floor. I managed to stop him mid-stride and gave him a good smack on the back. He stopped in his tracks and almost short-circuited.
Thanks. I needed that. Wait, where's Trisha?
She's getting a makeover.
Yep, and here she is. Good work, sport.
Mr. Waters then handed John a new black broom, fully fitted with all the best sweeping technology. He was ecstatic.
Looking good, baby girl! Thanks, boss. Thanks, Davy.
Don't thank me. Thank Mr. Waters.
Oh, I don't know. You did a great job handling things. Well, it's closing time. Let's review our findings from today.
Cool.
All right, gang. Good job today. Few notes. Albert, great job as always. Only one near-death incident.
We'll have it down to 0 by the end of the week.
Stacy, only 4 complaints from customers. That's a record low.
Guess I'm softening up a bit.
And John, enjoy the rejuvenated broom.
Thank you, sir.
What about me?
Oh, right. Dave over here contributed to all 4 facets of Flippers today. I'd like to formally welcome him to our team.
Thank you for your help today, everyone. I know it was a little bumpy, but I'm excited to work with you all.
And y'all should be excited to work with him, as he is your new manager.
No! I knew it!
You just met him today.
I'm a good people reader.
Yes, I know it's shocking.
You can say that again.
I know it's shocking, but Dave has the potential to be the best manager this joint has ever seen. And I believe if you throw someone into the fryer, they'll come out crispy and delicious.
No one has said that literally ever. I can't do this. You all should know that.
Honestly, I don't see why not.
Stacy?
Let's just see what happens. I trust my dad. You should too.
If the boss says it, I've got no objections. Just know I'll be watching you. Very closely.
I'm so excited to see this place thrive. Or crash and burn, baby! Yow!
So, what do you say, sport? Want to give it a shot?
I love Flippers. It's almost like a second home to me. So to suddenly be handed the keys to it felt like a dream. Or a nightmare. But I had to make the choice. And I did. I'll do it.
Great! You start tomorrow. Now, get some rest. It's gonna be a flippin' great day.
We are not starting that.
Flip, yes.
Or that.
As the crew flushed out of Flippers, I stayed behind to take a look at the restaurant before the lights went off. This would be mine. It had to be now. I felt so nervous I could explode when a warm hand was placed on my shoulder. Ah!
Calm down. It's only me.
Stacy, what are you still doing here? Didn't you leave with your dad?
Nah, I've got my own ride. And I've got plans after this. So, how does it feel? Literally no one has been promoted within their first shift before.
Terrifying. I don't know what I just signed up for.
Hey, at least you got us in your corner. The crew seems to like you.
Even Albert?
Especially Albert. You might be his protege.
You don't mean that.
No. But imagine how cool it would be if it was true.
Let's be serious. This is going to fall apart.
Not if I have anything to say about it. We'll get through this together.
That means a lot. Thank you, Stacy.
Anytime.
The smile she gave me would remain in my mind forever. Stacy had confidence in me, so who was I not to have confidence in myself? This was just the first day, and I knew only one thing. Things were going to be flippin' awesome around here.